Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Penibia over industry, the try to reach out. The previous CEOs non so Mitwanamo and the Binum Edim Komo say Omontia Mequino. They have been there already. Into Omontia Mequino. Brakwame and so far winning last year says Mitwanamo called President Ajekunku for Honor. We show the National Petroleum Authority Act. Now, Oman Peniku for in a assent to the law on the signature a Dambra Nase. Into Michuanamo a corner ho. Emma Menino Kodingu Jabudie. The vision and no one about the or transforming the National Petrol Tender Board into what we now call the National Petroleum Authority. The new Professor Van Adaimensa, I'll be the first board chairman, Edin Kutaho, the first CEO, and subsequent previous retired officers of the authority. Many of them so Edin Kutaho. All the key players in the industry, the two and among within this 1 year, to try to appreciate the vision on what and how they want the downstream to look like going forward, so that there may be piano. And also, I will capture the vision of the founding fathers in whatever we do. Back when I can say 1 year away has been really eventful. But that Ghana software so asset. Now, but don't want to and the Cassia Sebio Empire and then your ma or Mobo, a coso, a bob, a mayan. When we say on 2 occasions, Bakushia, the National Chief Imam, I say on also Empire Bo, say Sebio Oko Allah Enima on Kai authority, because idea is very critical. When we say the entire downstream contributes about 8 to 9% to GDP.
Eso
8 to 9% of GDP. In fact, I think the only sector that is doing better than the downstream, if I'm not mistaken, maybe the service sector, that's telecommunication and finance. After that comes the downstream. It's even doing better than agric and construction. Into OSHA is the nerve center of the country. And back on the war we need Sebi, Obe Jumande, Uni Fiwala, Untnima. Ejuma Wuye so it will be powered to do the work you're doing. At the core, even though a contributing in terms of GDP, we know about 8 to 9%. No, OSHA in terms of impact is even more impactful to the general well-being of the economy and the country as a whole. This past 1 year, we've been trying so hard to keep things working. na brafame menka say ejuma ye it is so interconnected with other agencies, with other state organs, among others. National security, they are working closely. Many are some GoldBod, Bank of Ghana, because when we say the industry, the raping, the far petrol, diesel, LPG, Edifiaman on in the deba, and conform model panel, dollars in the raping. You will many a penny governor of Bank of Ghana honor. Say on one, very good rate, Emma the businesses. There are many a penny at a force and so minister with fiscal policies. I want to hope it's not a chance to be a baby. Many are some agency. Your year will go for when we say last year and forest repatriation to the country.
Now you say
$10 billion.
Forest repatriation to the country. When him me ko hu ade bi a chepa me ne obi na koye odi ba kwon so ton gold sa.
Hello brother me.
Me say Sunday we no me worry pa. Me ne obi tun kwan ekọ ayi New Delhi, India, yeba Turkey, if Turkey yeba Dubai. Na one book sumuno. Na Ghana timia at the gold wa ya beton wo ho. Over 15 billion. Why buy higher books sumo? Never 900 million. And let me say this. Look,
yes, I think one of the things President Mahama Ediaba with the second coming, the overall vision now, one year true experience. Just GoldBod in Kwa, make us a mention. One say, Cocoa board. Chetama ya stati eye cocoa. Inti PNDC abeso no the cocoa board. PNDC lona SSC cocoa board. And a proscribe say obedient mean ton cocoa except through cocoa board. Inti amphibia through cocoa board it will syndicate close to $2 billion near their big system. And then they provided the necessary reasons and they show up the strength of the Ghana city.
But I'm not here minority. One more press conference.
Inti Ushaya Adia Ede Don Diego de Azambuja Ede Ba Yakusa Eye Gold. And Intina and Krubi to say Fabio Elimina from the Portuguese word Elmina, the mine. And you now show say as a people the true Sika for many years, over 300 years of mining and beyond. Welcome. Now, your pay. He has to take the vision of President John Dramani Mahama to say, going forward. Would syndicate it and for one channel. And then, look, the kinds of money and wealth Pakistanis, Indians, Lebanon, through the establishment of GoldBod and Kwan. Like this $10 billion, yeah, come by way of forest repatriation. Nankani na cool.
And I almost say what on gold Abokan.
You know, Fabio, many are penny. Osahine Afenyo-Markin. The Penasempa and on one Casan Sunim. On one Casan, say, I dear me Penasempa. But sometimes the politics may be our year. Many know energy, and I did so respectfully, and he knows it. Make a man on in the minority, I walk it out. My friend, Mr. Senior, what is this? Well, on my side, I said, Senior, I disagree with you. You should have stayed. Because through the instrumentality of GoldBod, it has brought stability to our foreign exchange. Said that comment with the greatest respect. Because fuel station, now the price of fuel a ban for man. Is there a distinct price for MPP members? That comment. Who do fuel station? Is there a distinct price? Yes, the price of petroleum product. This one is for MPP members.
But I almost say, you guys should not take credit. The reason is say, I no go for oil, you need go for reserves. Now, a template in the home. I know more shots here. It's more buy and a crown, not there were reserves be a net dorsal. And a more baba twas one, Modia la la la. Now, Modia second year, the more who did see.
Black woman, only baby.
There you.
Yes, I give credit to whom credit is due. Sabi, the catch also may call or my peniku for honor. Sumikai.
Yeah.
Emma Mekodana say for the establishment of MP Anna.
We are going to
oh, Nana, microphone my channel way, no more doors or more my quine. Yes, and can make on or crack or done as a do.
Oh, okay.
But the point I'm making in is the truth of the matter is that nothing stops or signing Afenyo-Markin to say, President Mahama, your decision to establish GoldBod is a good one, and we applaud you for it. That is good politics. That is good politics. It can't always be criticism. Look, as I speak to you right now, a Republican in the United States of America, I know so he wanted to go for the governorship of Minnesota, but so and then resigning. But he disagreed with his president's action through these immigration people over Minnesota, leading to the death of people and others. He disagrees. And for that matter, he will not even contest for the governorship for the midterm. Our politics can be structured in such a way, say you are the power, you will say it. Say you are the power. Look, on Manpeni, President John Dramani Mahama, open Manpeni. Also, look, 3 years ago, you are the power. And now, we know what I say. Okay. There is no dedicated funding for free SHS. Including the wire. Say, may amend the Get Fund Act. We must create a dedicated funding for free SHS. That is how you develop a country. Continuity, progress, consistency. That is how you build a country. America said you are a crab. It is a consistency in rolling out policies. I heard President Mahama make the point. Or say, projects are my predecessor, I am better placed in completing them. This year, 10 of Agenda 111 projects are to be completed. Consistency, continuity. In fact, look at the 1992 Constitution now, the directive principles of state policy. A woman say, a bandia bar, there will no yano over to us. In fact, the Supreme Court can say, even the directive principles of state policy are justiciable principles. It means they will be quite equal courts to seek declarative, release to the effect there as all man being and twa the predecessor as a Sebi man being John Mahama taking over. The predecessor Nanado Dankwe Kufado as a one project now say and then look at how that project looks like. Nanado so best started motorway expansion project. And then President Mahama Bay, why I'm unable to 35% of Wasso. Confidence obey obey me project no. And you will be a word to my before. I expected that my learner senior, Afenyo-Markin, a bit me can say, oh yes, this one we concede that President Mahama, your decision to establish the GoldBod has become a game changer. Let me tell you something, Brakwame. When you say my first degree in economics.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
My first degree in economics. Make me say one of the biggest problems we've ever faced, and that is why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can say, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. Brakwame. Your problem now involves around the exchange rate too. So we are buying now ultimately on some actual exchange rate no so now keep it stable. It resolves many of our problems. It's a President with a team of the economists. To force in Kapna, Yama, and all the people you can think of. So let's get the basics right first. Inflation, exchange rates, interest rates. And then we know what I say.
But say, Munya Bibia and Wabia magical. The Moyen say, Sikanwa $1 and a move to cushion the economy.
You see, let me tell you, like I told you, I'm a student of economics. My opinion, another Dankwe Kufado Bayer, my opinion. No far, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was saying, now see deny hata, so kinds of famous speech.
Yes, see deny hata.
Now, our economists be your friend of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now, or the no Bama na Bebuama. Sidi na ye hata no obeshi bukena eniti ohwe ya omoba ye within the first 4 months when omo call Franklin Templeton hono ekoji that $2.25 billion so kai it was to show up the reserve and to give strength to the Ghana city. Omo borrowing. The next year, 2018, almost for Eurobond market, by 6 years in office, Brakwame, not the government of Nanado Dankwe Kufado, within the economic management team led by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, almost $11 billion in Eurobond. $11 billion in Eurobond. When we said, that $11 billion of Eurobond in 1 year, that is what GoldBod has given us in 1 year. What is that?
Wow.
Yes. And we have not borrowed. That $11 billion of Eurobond is now public debt. Adaneka. And you have to so. GoldBod so yeah. And you gold in the compare $11 billion in public debt, interest payments, and everything to that $214 million car. Said you, noise. Compare the two. I'm surprised how people in the MPP can't appreciate this groundbreaking innovation. Look, every year we're doing averagely $2 billion of Eurobonds just to give some strength to the Ghana city. For the first time in many years, by December 31st, 2025, the Ghana city was trading at 10.5. I didn't see that in a long time. Give credit when credit is due. So this whole GoldBod thing had changed the dynamics of forex. And now, with the Nyankopon Sono, beautifully. That's why we win. Gold is doing $5,100. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, $5,100. Because Donald Trump the uncertainty with the US stocks and others, people now have consolation in metal. It's more durable, more lasting. Into Encrophodium wealth and moving into gold. And I'm not a can say gold. Beautiful. And so the establishment of GoldBod came at the right time to benefit from all this. This is something that was lost on our brothers in the MPP. So I have a feeling that this is not what they wish for. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? It has happened. It has brought relief to Ghanaians. And I think that they should join in applauding President Mahama for such innovation. The excellent work Aminu Sami will GoldBod honor. Look, as young people, we should be panning crying or being more. Me, said the Emra Naminia, Samuel Wuku, now over national lottery. Minya could feel the pump, no youth employment. And many of the young appointees are not those days they were doing so well. So they not mean call master. Because I was happy with what they were doing. I mean, Kai say, I've ever publicly criticized Samuel Wuku. I mean, Kai or Kofi Japan are now those young people who were doing so well. And an answer more with that opportunity. And then, say, Same a year at the past, they will GoldBod. Nothing precludes you from saying, this one is good it happened. We wish we had done it. The MPP had 8 years to do this. And we are then, what do you know what kind of okay.
Yeah. Document been a buy and will be cry.
No, and yet document no.
Offshore I did know.
Yes. They were looking at securitizing the royalties from gold. That was their mind. President Mahama Baye also on no delay. Obey me make the cocoa board structure for gold. Osha cocoa board in a Ghana for cocoa na. Inti enya who say o ton cocoa outside the GoldBod structure, it amounts to smuggling and it's illegal. The same thing, if you are seen selling gold outside the GoldBod structure, that's smuggling. That is how you consolidate for national, growth and development. It's okay, yeah. Brother, when we say no cases is here, President Mahama buying for 1 year and copy any loan or Eurobond so far.
Yes, I know.
Yes. Why so? When we say for every other year from 2017, the Akufo-Addo administration were going for no less than 2 billion Eurobond every year. In fact, in 2022, no one could get another Eurobond. The only thing that stopped them was the fact that the international rating agencies had downgraded Ghana to junk status. And so when Ghana was downgraded to the junk status, we lost our sovereign rating. And in Tina, even in 2022, 2023, 2024, each million Eurobond. And yes, sir, like for the entire 8 years, every year they will be going for Eurobond. Why were they going for the Eurobond? To show up the Ghana city. To show up the Ghana city. President Mahama, 1 year, no Eurobond, and the economy is doing so well. And Tianga, I'm my senior brother, Afenyo-Markin. Where they are men? Yes, opposition is there to oppose. But the nature of opposition should be constructive. So I mean, we say we feed the son of a cat. Look, President Mahama can say, or ye expressway from Accra to Kumasi, the two most industrious public in Ghana. Recently, December, on that stretch, it created traffic situation. People use 5 hours to move that stretch alone. But because the next day, when we say, look, nothing stops the minority constructively in saying, Mr. President, oh, you have abolished COVID-19 levy 1%. Mr. President, we think that you should reintroduce it. But you should name it the Kumasi-Accra Expressway Project Levy. Use it purposely for that. Even Ghanaians will see you to be more credible opposition. Because it connects to a region, but for Asante region, but for Asante region, do you know the number of parliamentary seats NPP will have currently in parliament? Out of the 87.
Have you?
Only 40 something. Because Asante region alone gives them close to 40 or so seats. It's only 87 mark. And then that's it.
Oh, no, Sasa.
Exactly. It's Mukran and Kamubeka. President Mahama, we think say you should not remove the 1% COVID-19 levy. Rename it. Give it a different name. Why President Kofo? And that's one of the things I respect him for. When he took over, he said, look, I used to be very critical of President Rawlings, particularly with petroleum prices. With the benefit of hindsight, I think, sir, some of our criticism were unfounded. So in the circumstance, a new manager know a short-term recovery levy, then I will maintain it. Nothing stops us from doing that. That is good politics. It's a best many opinions or signs. Yes, I know there's pressure from the grassroots of the MPP. There's pressure from the rank and file of the MPP that he should be more biting. But sometimes it's also your own credibility. Yes, I know how difficult that job is. I can appreciate what he's going through. But where there's a need for constructive criticism, please do it.
Mami na wase na mi senya mpamfama o.
Ano pa me da wase. Ye na Onyankopɔn twedi ampon wa ma favorable condition a untimi enye den enye nti ye dia seda eni kabia edema no.
Ayi me chiao client na owo Dwomoro no.
Propaganda ntimi fa nya wo.
Dedi kama mamena Pendream TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, Pendream TV.